Hey, this is a tutorial on how to make a cargo net for like a Playscape. If you want to skip right to the tutorial, I'll put the timestamp down in the description box below. But I just wanted to give you a little backstory of what I'm doing. My husband is building a treehouse for a customer, and we were trying to figure out the safest way to build a cargo net like this. And I was having trouble finding any designs online. And I ended up piecing together several different tutorials to do this one. I found a tutorial on how to do a knot that I used at the end, and I'll use on this end as well. And then I found another tutorial on doing the square knot that I used in the middle. And I even found a diagram that showed kind of a pattern of how to weave the ropes, and that actually didn't work out for me either. I ended up making my own pattern for it. So I thought I would save someone the trouble of figuring all that out and make a tutorial of it myself. So as you can see, I've started with this knot here at the end. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 ropes that go down, and then I have one rope here on the left hand side that weaves across, and it's going to weave across like this. Oop. And it just keeps doing that the whole way down. Like I said, I do not remember what that knot is called, but I will link to sorry, my phone ran out of storage. I will link to the video where I learned that knot, and then I will also link to the video where I learned this square knot like this. And yeah, that should be helpful. One of the main challenges with this, ignore my laundry. One of the main challenges with this is the length of the ropes. So I ended up having to go out to Home Depot and buy new rope, which I will link to the rope that I bought below, but you can probably use whatever. Because these 4 here that are going straight down, those could be like kind of, you know, a moderate length. But the one that snakes through the entire net has to be much longer, and that's where I ran into trouble. I had already cut the rope, so make sure that you have a long enough piece to do that middle one, the horizontal line. I have no idea how much rope I'm ending up using making this net because I didn't calculate it. So if, you know, I probably could, but I don't want to, so. Okay, the other thing I wanted to show you is that one of the big challenges of making this is that you are going to have a ton of excess rope. It was even worse when I was at the top. But you can see I have these big piles of rope that you have to weave in and out to make these little knots. And that is quite challenging. But I will show you how I kind of am dealing with that. And you can see how I am making those square knots. All right, so you can see that I've put the horizontal rope through this eye and then taken it over to this eye as well. I'm just going from the top down on every single one just so I don't have to think about it. Not like down here and up here. I didn't want to have to keep that straight. So we're just going down through every single one. The first, you can see I have 1, 2, 3, 4 vertical ropes here. They are kind of bowing that way because when we pull it to make the knots, we'll pull it taut and it will bring that up to more of a straight line. This is the second one. So we're just doing the first one here, and then the second one I've just thrown the excess up so that it's not in the way while I'm trying to make these. And then you can see I'm pulling this one pretty tight, and then I have this one that I'm going to pull pretty tight as well, and I'm probably going to make this look really more difficult than it is because you really get the hang of it once you start going. You're also going to find that at least with the kind of rope I got, it starts to twist and get all just kind of tight, like not the coating, but the outside of the rope starts to slide from the inside of the rope, and then it creates these tensions in the rope, and you know, you just have to keep teasing that out as you go along. So let's see, I did most of this yesterday, so let's see if I can still remember the knot from a day ago. I'll show you the like mechanism of it, and then I'll just do it in fast motion so you don't have to listen to me. So hopefully you can see this. So see, you've got this big old lump of rope here, but we've got our horizontal rope and our vertical rope. You're gonna take the horizontal one and make a loop back towards, so it's gonna look like this. You can't really see that. That's great. Great tutorial, Katie. Okay, so let's see if I can make this more clear. All right, so you have this loop like this. Then you're gonna take this vertical rope and put it up here. And you can see I'm just having to like push that under there. But I try and keep this area where I'm actually doing the knot clear. And then I'm gonna take my horizontal rope and bring it around through this section here and over, and I just kind of put that off to the side. So you've got this over here, and then let me see if I can zoom in on that. Nope. 1 second. Okay, so you can see that I have my horizontal rope that I folded back, and then I have and it's underneath. So it's on the bottom. I have my vertical rope here that loops back up around. So you can see on the tutorials that I'll link to, they did it in different colored rope, and that's super helpful, but I don't want different colored rope on my project. So then you loop that up. Then you bring this horizontal one back again. So you've done that, and it's around that. And then you're gonna take the vertical rope and you're gonna put it through this hole, this loop that you've created, and you just pull. And I'm going to show you kind of the challenges that you kind of deal with here when you're actually making a cargo net that's this size. It's just really annoying, but apparently it's worth it. So you can see those kinks I was talking about. Make sure you can actually, all right, so see, it's really tight right here, and it's creating these like spidery loops, but look at that. You have a little square there. Okay, and so then, you can probably see it. I hope you can. All right, but now it's not square at all with the rest of the, net. So you just kind of tease it, and I found that it's good to go a little bit too tight, because then when you cinch it out, it will pull out and be kind of in the right spot. But it's been a little bit of a beast to get. That's probably what takes the longest, is getting the knots actually situated where you want them to be, because they just don't. It's just hard to get them to cooperate because the rope is so, it moves, which I guess is what you want in a rope. I don't know. There's like a whole rope thing, that's like, it's like they have guilds and like chapters and stuff for different places, like official rope groups. I don't know. It's cool. That's great. I'm so happy for them. Okay. So this is too tight. You can see now it's like too tight for the square. So then I'm gonna pull these sides so that they're nice and tight, theoretically. And then I'm gonna pull these out. So then I just like pull on the net on the corner. And then it's pretty square. It's gonna be climbed by children, so it doesn't have to be perfect. We just want it in general, to be, to look mostly even. All right, so I'll show you how I move on to the next one, and then, yeah, I don't think I did the fast motion thing, so sorry about that. All right, so then I'm gonna take this vertical rope here, and I'm gonna twist it or throw it over there. Okay, I'm gonna change the camera perspective. Okay, now I'll do the fast motion bit so you can kind of see the process of going along the whole line. another pause is that, here, I'll show you. The loop here, be careful not to get it twisted, because one time it got twisted in the middle and the knot looked really funky. So that doesn't work so great. Yeah. So now I'm just gonna take this horizontal rope right here and I'm gonna thread it from the top down to here, bring it over and thread it from the top down to here, and then go back and do the exact same thing on another row. And I think I'm gonna have to add a hook right here, or a loop right there, because of the way that it snakes through. Serpentine. It's gonna end on this side, so I think I'm gonna need a loop on that side as opposed to loop and loop over there, which we were originally thinking was the design. So I will do that, and then I will show you how I finish off the ends and what that knot looks like and how to do that. All right, I'm sweaty and my back feels great, but
Mommy,
it's done.
If you're sweaty, you can. Mommy, if you're sweaty, you can do armpit fart.
Thanks for, that's a great tip. Thanks. Like I said, we're gonna do another loop here so I can anchor this one here, and then we'll have these anchored in. It looks pretty good. Now to do those end knots. I have to re-look it up because I don't remember how to do it. All right, so I remembered how to do it, and I went ahead and tied this one, but I need to tighten it up, but I'm gonna do that at the end with all of them. So I'm gonna go ahead and tie this one, and I'll show you how I do it. And so whatever this knot is called, it's, normally you can tie it just the two strands together, but because this is a fixed loop, you have to do one strand and then thread the other end back through. So you're gonna take this, I'm trying to make sure it's on the camera.
But now I'm gonna make you
Owen,
well.
can you please not talk?
This once, Mommy, this talk for a second.
All right, so you're gonna take this and you're gonna twist and twist, and then you grab the end through and you're just gonna pull it all the way through. And this is gonna be fun because this is one of the longest ends.
Mom, yours is
nice
gonna
and
be
tangled.
even deeper than mine.
Okay.
Look, it's so deep.
Oh, and I can't look right now. Okay. Woo! Can you even see it? All right. So what we have is, there. I was like, what we have is wrong. So we have this loop right here, and then we're gonna make a loop at the end, at the end of the rope, and then we're gonna thread the rope back through this loop, and you just follow the rope that's already there. So here's the end of this puppy. All right, here we go. All right, so I have our loop right here. We'll thread it through. Okay, and we're gonna need that. All right, so now we have our end, and we're gonna take this end, and the first thing we're gonna do, wait. I think that's wrong. No, it's just upside down. Okay. So we're gonna take it like this through here. I really could cut this, but I'm scared to commit. Okay, so then we have this. All right, so we went down like that, then we're gonna follow it around. Where's the end? Here it is, dang it. Okay, I'm just gonna cut this. I am committing, okay? I just wanna make sure we have enough, but I'm pretty sure that's gonna be way, okay, we're just gonna give it a little bit more, okay. Do it. Sayonara. Okay. All right, where were we? Okay, now we're gonna go around like this, and we're gonna bring this end back up through here. Okay, and then we'll take this around. Oh, it's so much easier. Okay, and then we'll put this down through this end right here. And then we have our knot that's gonna be awesome and work really well to hold this whole thing steady. And yeah, I'm gonna do the others and then I'll cut to tightening it. All right, so you can see I have the knot tied here. However, I did go through the loop backwards. I don't know if you can see this. Yeah, okay. So that's unfortunate, but we'll just flip it over, so it's not a big deal. For the knots, what we're gonna do is we're gonna just work with the same idea that we did with the square knots, and this is what needs to be tight. So we're gonna see, where does this go in? It goes in right here, so we're gonna start pulling on that, and that's gonna tighten and gonna bring this figure 8 knot or whatever it's called.
So tiring today.
Said as he plays the Switch. And then we're just gonna keep threading it through and pulling on it to tighten. And you can see I'm dealing with some of that twisting that I was talking about before, which we can work out to the end, but it's kind of a pain in the butt right now, so. And then this goes around here, goes around here, goes to here. And I'm just twisting, just trying to pull each section as it comes. And then it's this one, and that's the last loop. Okay, so then it's like semi-tight. So I'm just gonna keep doing that until it's like really taut. And you can see if you, on the other end, the knot is, this knot, whatever it's called, is quite close to the square knot. And so I'm expecting it to be the same way. So I'll try and make this fast. Well, it's getting there. So I'm just gonna keep tightening it until it's nice and tight. It's not, but that's gonna take time. And then we're gonna be close to being done.
Yes.
So I have tightened all of these up. However, they are not as taut as I want them. And I think it's gonna take 2 people. I tightened all of them, and I actually ended up taking them out and threading them through the right way, and tightened, and then this one was the loosest, so I came back and tightened it again, and this is the one I actually got the tightest, and it's the closest to the knot, so I think that's the key, and it just needs to have tension put on it while you're tying. You can see this one's a lot looser. So I was getting better as I was going along, but it just takes practice, and now I've done it a lot of times, so should get the hang of it quite soon. I will update after we get this hook put on and get this one tied, and then get it attached to the treehouse. All right, so this is the part that I said was a 2-man job, so you can see that my husband's putting tension on that side, and then I'm gonna tighten this up here, so. Of course it's not working. So yeah, I just find the rope that's coming from this side and follow it down to the loop, and then I can tighten that, use that side to tighten. And once again, you want to put extra tension on this one, because when you pull it tight, it's going to stretch out. Why isn't it working like it was before?
Camera pressure. There you go. Nice.
Pull that tight. I'll just cut out that stuff in the middle. And there you go.
Choo-doo.